Good evening and welcome to another evening of weather insanity in the United States of America. This is courtesy of the DuPage College Goes 16 satellite feed. You can see here the United States of America, and really I just want to show this real quick because we're going to go to the dirty version in 1 second because I'd just rather prefer to have it quick and dirty. But we're going to see here when this pops up, we're going to see a lot of red, and it's a little harder to see the states, so to kind of get oriented to where you are. So we're not on we are on animation. So right here we can see all of these red, everywhere you see a red circle, that's basically like a storm supercell right there. There's potential for severe thunderstorms, high winds, hail, tornadoes if the conditions are right. So let's take a look here. 28 severe alerts up the East Coast here, all the way. How many little red areas do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Texas getting mopped. All the way up here. This thing's moving this way. Look out, Wisconsin. This thing right here. This thing. These. This is weather insanity. The only place that's not really getting these severe storms is right here in the Mississippi River flood basin where it's flooding. So let's zoom in down here in Texas and take a look at this thing, because tonight what I want to talk about is hail prediction. What can we use? What can we keep with us, even on our phones, to help us to be able to anticipate the likelihood of hail and be able to react? So you can see this thing moving, and right there, it looks like it's coming up at you, kind of, you know what I mean? That means a high altitude storm. It's up in the higher atmosphere when you can see that kind of 3D-ish thing. Now, side note, I noticed now they're changing all of these satellites. They're saying this is the outdated version, and they're adding a new one called the GOES 17, which is horrible, and we're not able to see the things that we can see here. That looks really bad, that black area in the middle of that. And I think what they're doing is because they don't want people to panic, and they don't want people to, it's crowd control, basically. Right now there's resources out there so that we can all kind of see what's going on and protect ourselves. Well, they're trying to take these down and replace them with the new improved version, which helps no one. So let's talk about hail. Okay, first let's get into the why. Why do we care about hail? Because it's increasing in intensity. It's increasing in frequency. It's happening more often. It's increasing, this is a look from the inside of a vehicle getting hit by hail. It's increasing in areas. The size of hail is increasing. Okay, that's why. We're seeing more and more reports. Colorado weather, 2 tornadoes spotted as heavy hail and rain sweep across Colorado, or across the front of the Rockies, probably. French storm hail batter southeast France. They declared a state of emergency due to crop loss due to hail. And this really right here is why. This is why I want to know if it's going to hail. So, because I don't want my assets destroyed. It's insurance companies are getting overwhelmed right now with claims because of all the extreme weather that's been happening, and the weather's changing, and people aren't keeping up with it. Dog watches hail cover patio backyard. And the bottom line is, people, that if hail get, these extreme weather situations, insurance companies get hit with crop loss claims, vehicle damage claims, house damage claims, floods. How long are they going to be able to keep up with the claims? Already, we see insurance companies dismiss claims, for technicalities to get out of them. Brutal hailstorms hit Germany, severe damage. That was June 11. Extreme weather hailstorms are getting more expensive. Bloomberg. Powerful storm brings strong winds and hail to central Texas 2 days ago. The France incident causing an agricultural catastrophe happened 2 days ago. So we're seeing this around the world. We're seeing it in greater frequency and greater depth. How fast does hail fall in miles per hour? It depends on the size. The bigger it is, the harder it falls. So this is saying 3 inches can fall at 110 miles per hour. What size hail causes car damage? Well, any piece of ice falling out of the sky can cause car damage. What causes hail in the summer? Let's look at that. This article explains hail formation occurs when strong currents of rising air, known as updrafts, carry droplets of water high enough that they freeze. So that's why we just looked at that storm in Texas, and we saw it coming up at us on the radar. That's why the height matters, and we'll take a look at that in a second. The higher these droplets get, the cooler the temperature, even during a hot summer. In fact, warmer weather might actually result in a stronger updraft. So really what we want to look at is those tops of those storms. So I'll show you how we can do that. How can you protect your car from hail? Put it underneath something, underneath like a gas station overhang if you're out on the road. But this is what this broadcast is what I want it to be about, is showing you ways that when you're out and about, you can look, have some resources on your phone, and you can open them up and see, okay, are we in danger of getting hailed on right now? Where does it hail most in the U.S.? Texas, Kansas, Oklahoma, and Nebraska. Has anyone been killed by hail? Yeah. What causes a hailstone? Hail forms when thunderstorm updrafts are strong enough to carry water droplets. Okay, we already read that. So, hail can get very big. There's reports from during the Maunder minimum, when the sun was in a period of low activity and it was very cold. They wrote about hail killing animals, killing cows and people, and destroying villages. So where are we going next? We're going to Ecotops. Okay. So this is www.turbulenceforecast.com. And you can also find it by just typing Ecotops into your search bar. So this is important because Ecotops are the radar ping of the top of the storm. So see down here in Texas, where we saw that thing on the radar, it's only 390 now, so it's dropped a lot. I looked at it earlier. It was 610. These 510s and 530s, I think that's 530 feet. I don't know. It's 530 something high. So, the 290 next to it is lower, right? So that's lower to the ground. These are the ones you got to watch out for hail formation. 540, that's pretty high. Earlier today over here, there was a radar image of a cloud system moving in here, and it looked like a circle with a hole in the middle, just like it looked like a hurricane with the eye of a hurricane. It was at 700, and that's the highest I've ever seen it. And I don't know what happened there, but I'm wondering if they really got blasted. I'm wondering if tomorrow we're going to see, Atlanta. It was right over Atlanta, I think. And I think, I'm wondering if we're going to see like severe hail damage in that area. 500 high. Okay, so here's the thing. What we want to do, like on this browser, this is Brave browser. I click here on the right, go down here, add to home screen. I hit that thing. It pops this up. I'm just going to edit this so it just says Ecotops. Done. Add it. So now has been added to your home screen. So now I can go to my home screen, and it's right there on the left, US radar, da-da-da-da-da. So let's go back to it, or Echo next to it. I guess there's two of them, because I already had it added. So these are the areas, so you're driving around, you get, you see storm clouds moving in, and you're like, okay, are we going to get hail? Because I don't want my car wrecked. You can pull over and open this up quick if you have it on your phone, and you can look like, okay, if you're up here in South Dakota, and you're in this storm area, you can look and see like, okay, if I'm in the 260 area, I'm okay, but down here this 430, maybe, depending on how cold it is. And then there's this 380 here. So I wouldn't be too worried about it. If I was in that 380 or that 260, I probably wouldn't even care. That doesn't mean it can't happen. There's no like black and white on this stuff, obviously, because if someone could predict, hail definitively, then that'd probably be their full-time job, right? So, you never know, but this can help you. So this is one way, to help you to know, if you take evasive action immediately, or, you're going to be okay. If I was down here and I driving in Texas and I saw thunderstorms and I was like, dang, that looks pretty bad. I could click this on and see 510, 530, and 540. I'd be like, oh boy, I'm going to go get my car under a overhang until this blows over. That's what I would do. All right, let's look at some more stuff. So a little more information. What are ecotops? An ecotop is the radar indicated top of an area of precipitation. Once the precipitation intensity drops below a threshold value as the radar beam samples higher elevations of a storm, blah, blah, blah. It means how high it is. And it means that within that kind of that funnel of that storm, that's how high that hail can travel, or the water droplets can travel up and turn into ice. And then what we see, 49 hail reports. Largest hail to date, 2.5 inches. 954 hail reports in June. I think this is just people reporting this. So this is stormersite.com. States with hailstorms today: Idaho, Kansas, Montana, New Jersey, Oklahoma, Texas. And right here, this is another resource. Add this to your home screen. And if you get weather, you can open this up and keep it open. And then if you see reports around you pop up, then you need to take action to protect your assets. Down here we got pictures of devastation. A bit of hail in Frisco. Golf ball and baseball sized hail in San Francisco. That's what I'm talking about. Things are getting crazy. Things are cooling off. The temperatures are cooling. The precipitation is increasing. Connect the dots. So this is down at the bottom of the site here. We got live radar detected hail activity. 4-inch hail. Crosbyton, Texas. That is insane. There have been reports in Brazil of bowling ball sized hail. There were people killed in Europe by hail, in India by hail this year, just a couple weeks ago. So keep your helmet on and keep talking to people about this stuff. You know, people don't want to admit or think that things are changing. They want everything to just stay the same. I understand, but you know, if you're smart, you're gonna keep your eye on this stuff. You're gonna watch out for it. You're gonna protect your children and your family and the ones you love. So, you know, keep talking to people. Keep saying like, "Whoa, did you see the hail report in Texas? 4-inch hail." You know, just help put it in their ear, help them to be aware, and take steps to prepare. Down here with trending cities, this is probably where, you know, frequency of hail reports are increasing. Naperville, Illinois, down there, that's not a usual place for hail. So, I think that about wraps it up. Thanks for tuning in. Take care of you and take care of your loved ones, and let's build a community so we can you know, even like this website. Well, this website's doing it really. You know, they're warning of where, you know, people are reporting in and saying this is what I'm seeing happening. You know, this is the kind of stuff we need. So